And welcome back to another episode of the Convoluted Podcast. It's your host, Jesus, aka Tyrant Dominus, here with Liz.
Hey.
And if it's your first time listening, you can always follow or subscribe. It's free, and you can always unfollow or unsubscribe. What's up, Liz? How are things? How are
It's
things?
been a very tumultuous week, that's for sure. I'm glad it's over. It's my weekend. Woo
Your
woo.
weekend? It's my Monday. There we go. It's fine. I had a fun weekend. I was a very good weekend. A more eventful one than I normally have. So that's pretty good.
That's good. That's good.
So yeah, like I'm not a big outdoorsy person, but I went to go see a concert, which was like a little
I
bit.
saw that on Facebook. That's pretty cool.
Yep, got to see Kid Cudi, so that was fun. And then I went to go see a film. Like how hard it is to find people to go watch movies. So hard,
I know, right? I
but
wish I could go. Most of the time, I would love to go.
it's been so
There's
busy.
actually been a couple of films that I actually want to go see, but I know they're not kid friendly.
There's one that recently came out. What is it called? Vengeance, I think. It looks really good. I haven't been able to get a chance to watch it, but that's one on my list. And there's Beast is coming out. The one with Idris Elba and his daughters, or film takes place in their
Yeah, the one with the lion, right?
yes, there's that film. So I'm trying to see and pick out films because I gotta review them. But the current one that came out was the Dragon Ball Z Super film that just came out. So if you wanna look that one up, go ahead. The episode is already out. If you guys want to listen to it, reaction cast, look at that. Besides that, yeah, I've had a pretty busy weekend, surprisingly. And I've been actually helping around the house a little bit, getting ready. We have some fun visitors coming in next weekend. Wait, what is it? Today is Sunday. This coming weekend. So that should be
Cool.
fun.
Where they coming from?
Huh?
Where they coming from?
It's Danny. Danny's coming back.
What?
Yes, everyone.
Danny? Okay, I gotta see him this time around.
Yeah, he's here
Like
this
a
weekend.
minute.
He's here this weekend, so we can find a chance. We'll do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to
Nothing
figure out.
planned.
Sorry,
I got nothing planned. Let's go.
do something. Yeah, we're trying to figure out something to do. They're here for the weekend, and we'll see what we can do. We've been trying, but if anyone knows, Danny's actually been on the podcast. He was in the early episodes. If you want to hear him, he's the most interesting person to be on the show for sure.
No kidding,
He
right?
has the hottest of hot topics for sure. But we like. But yeah, we're gonna jump into the episodes. The only last note: if you're listening to this live, I think there's literally only 48 hours until the 5-year anniversary giveaway. So make sure you go in and make sure you're like doing all that so you can get the raffle. Literally 48 hours. So be sure to sign up. It's always free, so make sure you do it. And if you're listening to this on Monday when it gets released on Spotify, Anchor, and all those fun podcasting networks, you have 24 hours if you're listening to this first thing. So be sure to enter. This is your last chance because after that, we'll figure out another contest. But this is the biggest one we're gonna be doing, for sure. There's probably gonna be smaller ones, but this is the biggest one for our 5-year. So don't miss out.
Years. I
Okay.
know that popped up on my Facebook feed recently this week, or I was in episode 6 or something like that. I'm like, oh, that was
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Yep.
Tear.
So long ago. So yeah, make sure everyone sign up. And yeah, let's jump into Liz picked out a very, very interesting story.
Yes, it's always a bride's worst nightmare, maybe. I don't know. Bride's wedding invite disaster directs guests to Pornhub. Sorry, mom.
Wow.
This bride.
I'm looking at the invitation.
I know, right?
Okay.
The bride to be is kicking her wedding off with a bang. An absent minded Beyonce accidentally directed guests of her upcoming nuptials to Pornhub.com, an X-rated content platform with hardcore clips of folks getting their freak on, rather than her official wedding website. Got my wedding invitations in the mail today. I made a very large mistake,
Ah,
confessed the blushing bride.
wait, how do you mess that up? How do you mess?
I don't know. I
That's
don't know. I think if she left it to the fiance, I could understand how.
all right. Continue because those are expensive. Like wedding invitations are not cheap.
I know, right? They aren't.
So
They're not.
continue.
Mm-mm. Only digitally known at Squidward Tentacles on TikTok, and in a TikTok testimonial with over 189,000 views. I forgot I put this fun website as a placeholder, she added, showcasing her gold trim
Oh,
RSVP card and zooming in on the Pornhub just where her wedding information should have been printed.
she did it as a placeholder, and she forgot. Really?
I know, right?
Wow.
I
Wow.
know. I
Like,
mean, she's gonna have a little fun. But really should have like proofread this shit before you send it off.
yeah, mostly God, because actually, how much are wedding invitations? Because I'm currently helping my
Expensive.
they're expensive.
I know your sister.
I'm helping her. Apparently, I'm her like wedding advisor at this point. I'm charging her a bottle a week. Uh,
A week of a bottle of what?
I don't know, whatever they get me at the liquor store.
There you go.
Cost. Let's wedding invitation cost. The cost of wedding invitations. Um, see here. We're looking at. So on average, it
Oh
costs
boy.
$2 an invitation. That's not too expensive, but it adds up. It adds up. So
Oh, if you think about the postal cost of it too.
okay, so let's do a
Think
calculator.
about it, and how much is the cost of stamps, and then you have to think about really nice stamps, maybe a wedding stamp. I don't know.
There's wedding stamps.
Yes, there
Are there?
are.
Okay, time to look this up. Time to look this up. Wedding stamps. Let's look this up. Stamps. Because I want. Oh my god,
Get a postal
there
stamp.
are wedding stamps. Holy
I told
shit.
you.
Fuck, that is
Ah.
expensive. Fuck. For a pack of 12 is $30? So much cheaper just to just get regular stamps. Big,
But that doesn't make it so pretty and etiquette. Like, come on,
fuck
get this
that.
right.
Alright.
You're gonna be the ghetto guys. All right, got it. So when I get my invitation, it's gonna have the American stamping
No,
on
we're just
it.
gonna
Okay.
hand it to you. God. Actually, what's
You're gonna
interesting
show up to my house and drive the 40 minutes, man.
actually, a lot of that's kind of how a lot of our family does it. It's like you hand the invitation to if they're within the area. You personally go and hand them the invitation. That's how it's done in our family. It's like more
Good to know.
personable. For like people who are a lot further away, we mail them. But we're not really like a mail type of people. Um,
Except for the people that are getting a long distance that you're going to.
exactly.
I hope you at least do the nicer ones for them.
Oh,
For the ones that are far
I
away
like I
from
said,
here.
I'm just an advisor. I'm not actually the. I just say like, yes.
All right, send your sister to me.
She should be hitting you up. Anyways, going back. So,
Actually, I'm not.
oh, then it's her own fault.
White girl weddings.
Anyways, continue on. It looks like so. Yeah, it was a placeholder, and she just honestly forgot. I'm guessing with weddings, so much is happening, right? She must have just forgot, right?
Yeah, it was. I know. I
And
think it's funny because I love the comment they put in here. And something old, something new, something borrowed, and something lewd. Misprint wasn't only her only flub.
oh my god, she even got the hotel wrong too because she put a Super 8 motel as the placeholder.
Instead of naming it a posh hotel resort, she intentionally listed the Super 8 motel as her wedding guest overnight destination.
She it's one of those things. It's just placeholders. It would be funny if she didn't even have the right date either. Like I'm just gonna put
Oh,
this.
that would have been hilarious.
Like it would have been funny if just everything was just a placeholder. Like even the names, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Whose wedding is
I
this?
feel like I feel like this is hilarious on so many levels because I don't know.
But at
That
least
is the
you know at the
worst.
end of the day they got it fixed. It's one of those things that's like at least invitations can be done quickly, and uh that's good. But yeah, it makes it sure a fun moment.
A fun joke. I mean, with all the wedding stress, that is a great laughter. I mean, honestly, if it was me, I'd pop on I'd be like, oops. Good thing I'm never getting married. We're good, guys. We're good.
She's saving the monies. She's saving the monies.
Hell yeah, I'm saving you the money. Oh, that was a great one. I love that one. So, I don't know. What else do you want to talk about today? I
I'm
put some
trying to
fun
look.
stuff up
I'm
there.
trying to look. You know what's weird is I don't think I posted anything myself.
I don't think you did either. Oh wait, you did. You did one, the Target one.
Did I do the Target one?
Uh, I did a lot.
Let's do
Shit.
that one. Let's do that one really quick because I only have one apparently. I'm like surprised. Did I not pay attention or was there really nothing interesting in the news? I don't think.
There was some interesting stuff in the news.
Nothing
I
crazy though.
posted. You see, look at my posts. Look at
I'll
all
look
of
at
my
them.
good ones.
Okay, so
So why don't you read your
let's
article?
let's keep talking about how fucking horrible inflation is right now. Continue talking about. So let's specifically talk about Target. Profit plunges 90% as inflation-wary shoppers pull back. For sure, it's been a thing we've talked about this on this show multiple times, but it's been rough for sure. It's been really rough, and that's not even joking. Like we started like I think earlier in the year with a joke of inflation, but it's not a joke anymore. It's pretty bad out there. It is
It's
pretty
coming.
bad.
It's coming. We're doomed. We're having another doom.
All right, let's hear. Let's see here. Target reports profit plunged 90% in the second quarter, falling far short of expectation as inflation-wary customers pulled back on spending on non-essential items. That's kind of smart, actually. If you don't need it, like why buy it? Like I think we've grown accustomed to just buying shit for just buying it, right? I'll be honest.
Well, no, most of the time I buy it because I need it or
Oh, no,
my daughter
not
needs it, right?
non-essential though. Have you? Did you not think about it? Are you don't buy non-essential stuff?
No, I'm
Oh,
terrible like that.
damn, she's not a real
Daughter's the
American.
worst of that one.
You
My
gotta
daughter's the worst.
you gotta support the economy. You gotta buy random pillows and stuff just to fill your homes. Actually, I gotta buy a new pillow for my. I need to buy another pillow for back. But
Don't you have enough pillows on there?
no, I need for my new couch for the new
Oh
podcasting
yeah,
couch.
the new couch.
The new podcasting couch. Look forward to that, guys. We are trying to do in-house recording, but for sure it needs to
That
look.
would be amazing.
But anyways, yeah. I personally have not. I personally have not bought. Oh, what am I saying? I've been buying shit still. Non-essential shit. Look, I
You're
just
guilty of it.
yeah, I literally bought these cups recently, and they're not.
I
Uh,
didn't even buy cups.
but
I
anyone
bought. I
listen,
paid my bills this week as a good one.
for anyone listening, I literally had some G Fuel shakers. So sorry for our audio listeners. So we do apologize. But yeah, I had some shaker cups and waving around. But yeah. But that's really I think I haven't like gone crazy spending at all. Actually, I think that's my crazy spending. 2 cups for the way. But yeah,
2 cups and a girl.
2 cups. Oh god, that if anyone's ever watched, have you ever actually watched that video?
Yeah, it does do it.
Did you
It's
now the
actually 2 girls in 1 cup, but this
yeah,
is
that's what
two
I'm.
cups and one
No, but have
guy
you?
right here.
Okay, here's the real test. Did you ever watch it all the way through?
No.
I watched half of it, and that's as far as I can make. We did one of those
I don't know
things.
if I watched it halfway. It was
It
grody.
was it's a hard one. It's a hard one for sure. It's one of those things where you like, um, you grab we had everyone together and see how long someone could watch it. Some people could only watch the first few minutes and stuff. Boy, fuck, that's I don't know, man. But that's a tangent. Let's continue with inflation, and not that type of inflation, people. No, don't think 30.
Already there.
Liz loves her inflation. So here, retailers including Target have been forced to cut prices on general merchandise such as clothing, electronics, home goods. Yeah, that's kind of because the consumers have shifted more to spending on their higher food price and gasoline. Fuck yeah. I'll be honest.
And gasoline.
I think most of my exorbitant or no excess. I'm gonna say excess with quotes cash has been either putting on to the side for a little bit of savings for stuff I'm trying to pay off, and maybe movie tickets, and that's probably 2 movies a month. And, I think the most I've done was to watch the concert, and that ticket was free. All I did was pay for, like, the first round of drinks. But, hey, like, $200 tickets for just a drink? Fuck yeah. But yeah, it's rough for sure. Like continuing on, it's just gonna be talking more about earnings and shit for Target and probably other things. And yeah, it's just more and more. It's just prices are going up. It's harder for people to spend. Like sure, like spending helps the economy. There is a thing. I'm not like 100% sure how it works. For sure, I'm not like when it comes to these things. I'm pretty layman terms as far as thing, you spend, you help prove. But when it's harder to spend, when everything goes up in price, and you kind of just have to go with essentials like with food, gas because you need to get to work. And
Except for me, who only has to pay the electric bill, so I can put the juice into my bike.
oh yeah, you recently got a new electric bike, I remember.
Yeah, I've been biking to and from work. It's been fun. I enjoy it actually. It's like a little wakes me up in the morning or the afternoon, depending how you look at it, get me like my blood flowing for the day. And then it's like a nice decompressor because it takes me an extra 5 minutes to get home. So it's a 10-minute bike ride instead of a 5 minute ride. So
Exactly, you see, and it's one of those things like you have to find alternatives, right, to that. Like I recently have been looking into an electric car, just to supplement that. It's always been in my mind, but it's like coming closer and closer to the point. Like I might need to buy it sooner than later.
one that's here in Oregon it's only a two-seater. It's a it's like
I'm
a
fine
hundred
with that.
miles mile range on it.
That's fine.
It's fine.
I don't go anywhere,
You,
so I go to
yeah,
work.
exactly. To and from work, you'd be fine.
It's perfect for me.
So
But what sucks is it's gonna like it's been my thing to buy my bike for a while, like my motorcycle. But it's like I might.
our electric bike,
I
you
looked into
know.
those. I looked into those too, but they don't look as much as I want them. But it's
Ah,
it's one of those things. Like, do I my dream of buying a motorcycle to be functional and buy my electric car. So it's just one of those things. But still, like I said, I gotta pay stupid fucking medical bills. I hate you. I hate you, America. Sometimes, fucking shit, man. I so much. But anyways, that's just a tangent of my hatred of the American healthcare system.
no.
Okay. Let's see. What
Uh,
other stories? What stories do you have? You have a ton of.
I have a ton. I don't think you took a break, put a break in it either. So I'm like looking at it. I'm like, did you put a break in it?
No, because
She did. Yes, you
ooh,
did.
let's do the man with Facebook. That looks fucking crazy.
Which one?
The CBS News. The one with the tattoo face.
Oh, that one.
Go
Oh
with that
yes,
one.
that
That
was
just
amazing.
caught my attention. Go for it.
I read a little bit of that article. I thought it was fucked up.
Go, go, go. Do it. Do it.
Man who intended to resell body parts on Facebook allegedly bought stolen human remains. A Pennsylvania man was charged with abuse of a corpse, receiving stolen property, and other charges after police say he allegedly tried to buy stolen human remains from an Arkansas woman for a possible resale on Facebook. This
Wait,
guy's kind
wait.
of pretty weird looking.
So, okay, let me get this right. He was trying to buy body parts to resell on Facebook. Did you read that right?
Yes, I did.
Facebook, man, Facebook Marketplace. What other stuff do you have? What?
Wow.
Okay,
A
continue.
spokeswoman from the University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences, Little Rock, confirmed that the remains were to be donated to UAMS facility. UAMS spokeswoman Leslie Taylor said they were instead stolen from the Arkansas Central Mortuary Services in Little Rock by a female mortuary employee and sold, adding there was an open federal investigation. This guy looks kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fine.
Face, tattooed face, his eyeball, got piercings that are screwed into his skull.
Damn, Liz is just body shaming someone, man.
Not body shaming, dude. You would look kind of be freaked out. Wouldn't you walk down that street and be like, "Holy crap, what did I just see?"
I would do a double take, but I wouldn't like shame him on that. Damn.
I wouldn't
Anyways,
shame him.
four
I'd
thousand
be like, "What the
dollars.
fuck did I just look at?"
It was $4,000 for it.
Bruh.
Shit, that's how much it was gonna cost for this. That's how much she was asking for. She was asking $4,000 for these body parts. I know it's pretty in the black market. It's you can get a pretty penny on kidneys and shit. But man, this lady was asking for a lot. But for sure, like now, I like how open this is, right? Where they're like openly buying and selling stuff on Facebook. I know Facebook has not. I haven't been on Facebook in a hot minute. I think the most I interact with Facebook is to post clips and live show stuff. And but you handle most of the Facebook stuff for sure.
Yeah. Well, there's other stuff going on with Facebook right now that Facebook will report your comments, irregardless of who you are and what's the conversation about. And it was about what are predominant of abortion right now, right? They have been actually releasing any of those conversations to the local authority of your
Yes,
town.
I remember I think we briefly mentioned that was going to happen.
Yeah, well, that just started recently, and so I guess now, see, Facebook is a part of this one too. So,
Man. Oh, a good
yeah,
thing I'm lucky I don't use Facebook that much.
I use Messenger from time to time, but because oh yeah, I saw that one too.
Yeah, I think
To talk to certain people because some people can't have me on their Facebook, just
wait,
because of
they can't
drama that's
have
going on.
they can't wait, they can't tag you or they
So they can't be friends. Can't be friends on me on Facebook if it was somebody associated with them is gonna have drama with it. So,
so they
and it's
can't
not like I don't have any drama. It's beef with them, but it will cause drama between them.
so you can't be friends with someone on Facebook because wait, someone can't be friends with you because you're friends with someone else.
I'm
Am I getting that right?
No, you're not getting it right. So I can't be friends with them because of someone that they're associated with will cause drama in their life. Nothing's between me and that person, but by association, they would have by if I associate them on Facebook, there's gonna be drama. So keeping
What?
it separate, keeping the extra drama away.
Why? That never mind. I don't know. This is why I'm glad I stick to Discord, Instagram. Instagram is just photos. I'm glad, and but man, that's kind of dumb. I know. Facebook is a bit of a cesspool, for sure. But
Yeah.
well, whatever. What
Yeah.
else? But yeah, selling. Oh, actually, here's the Reddit post of that thing you just had. Let's see what some of the Reddit posts have on this. By the way, the lady who sold the body parts works for a mercenary who, contract with medical. Yeah.
Yeah.
We read that part already. Kind of weird that I clicked the link to see if it was the same mortuary owner here where I live who was arrested for selling human remains and giving ash for animals instead of the. I think we talked about that, right? About someone selling body parts and instead of cremating them, and they were just like burning animals instead.
Oh, I think so.
It might be the same person, actually, from what I'm
Oh
looking at.
fuck!
Gotta love Reddit detectives. Oh, here you go. You're not the only one body shaming. This is a person. He's 1000% looks like a man who would sell stolen body parts on Facebook. You happy? Happy?
I didn't even say that, so that's all on that guy.
There's someone who's like Liz out there. There's someone who agrees with Liz. But yeah.
Dude, if you just walk down that, I would.
Boy. Yeah, for sure. It is. It's baffling. I don't know what more to say. It's just. It gets more wild and wild. Just seeing what people are willing to do to earn a little bit more money. To then go blatantly go on Facebook and like, yeah, I'm gonna or try to buy some body parts to post on Facebook. But you know what's weird is probably there are some weird stuff on Facebook that are being sold. And here's the thing, something can be sold. I bet you if I tried to sell a cooler, there's just a what is it? What
Wine
is it?
cooler.
No, no. Yeah, it's a wine cooler. But this is just a why can't I think? A scenario. This is just a random scenario. Not saying I'm gonna do this, but you put a wine cooler up for sale on Facebook Market, right? I think that's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
I'm selling it for $1,000, but you know what I'm really selling inside that wine cooler.
True that.
But yeah,
Speaking of body parts, you want to do the California Mummy Man?
sure. Colorful Mummy Man.
So California's man
Emotional
body
damage.
mummified in a home for years while his son collected his checks.
Trying to find it, but damn, there's another like horrible like what is it? What is it? Fuck, why can't I think of anything right now?
I don't
Child,
know.
the horrible
You need
child.
more coffee.
I don't
You
drink
need more
coffee.
coffee. Wakey. Yeah. Officials in California last month found a body of a man they said likely died years ago sitting in a chair inside his home. The coroner suspects the man's son had been collecting his deceased dad's retirement money after his body decomposed. He was basically mummified. Kevin Raggio, the Calvert County coroner told U.S. Today. Raggio identified the man as Vada Clinton Freer, 91. He was found at his home in the remote town near California Sierra Nevada mountains by the Calaveras County Sheriff deputies when they tried to conduct a next of kin notification last month. Freer's son, Randall Freer, 63, had died the day in the neighboring county. Wow.
Oh, so the one who was collecting the checks died. Oh, so there's not even there's technically
There's not gonna be repercussions for this.
yeah, there's nothing. No. Okay. Anyways, anything else interesting then? More to
Uh,
this?
moving on then.
Nothing more. No.
Oh, Vada was discovered unclothed. The cupboard shelves were bare and rodent droppings covered every inch of the home's floor, according to Raggio. Between rodents and decomposition, the organs were gone. His skin turned into a mummified leather.
Bruh.
But yeah, it sounds like it's another one of these things where either no one went to go. Maybe he did went to go check on his dad, and he saw like, oh fuck, he's dead, and then he saw the checks, like, oh, I'll just take the checks.
I know, right?
Oh my god, it's another horrible person. And then at the end of and then the end, he died, and yeah. So
Yeah.
no real justice.
He made out basically. He was ahead of it. He basically he got away with
Yeah, you
doing
know
it.
what? Good job then. Good job. What's his name?
To
Randall.
die.
Randall. Good job on succeeding on collecting the government. You know, good job. We're proud of you.
I don't think so. The retirement sounds like it comes from, whatever this guy worked at last, right? So, my uncle, rest his God bless his soul, rest his soul too, in peace. He was collecting on AT&T, so he's been retired from AT&T for years, and they didn't think he would live to be beyond 80. So the fact that he went from retiring at 55, 60, no, 55, 50, I think it's 50, and he was living for 35 years or whatever it is to collect on the retirement. 'Cause that was how it was set up back then.
Yeah, yeah, all right. That's about right. Things have changed. Things have changed.
Hmm.
But yeah, it doesn't look like there's gonna be any more repercussions. It's just an interesting story. But here's hoping like you're not gonna be collecting your mother's retirement checks when she passes. I just collect.
Well, she doesn't have a retirement check.
Okay, then there's no way for her then you to take
Well,
her
Social
money.
Security, but it doesn't really bother
That's a
me.
little harder to scam. So people have tried.
No, people have done it.
No,
I've
it's not. It's
heard.
not impossible, but it's a little harder. Okay. Let's. I posted a new all the way in the.
Oh, how about family finds human remains packed in a suitcase for auction?
We'll do that one after. There's one way spicier.
All right. What we got here? One. You got two.
All the way in the bottom.
That one?
Yeah.
Alright, you gonna do that one? Or am I gonna do
Yes.
that one?
I'll read it.
Okay.
So, a registered sex offender arrested for assault attempt at the Riverside School.
Yeah.
A registered sex offender was in custody after an alleged attempt to sexually assault a girl at the Riverside Elementary School, authorities said Saturday. 32-year-old Logan on the Riverside was alleged to have jumped a fence at the elementary school in I'm not gonna read the place. Afternoon attempt to sexually
Riverside. There's so many Riverside.
it's Riverside. Attempted to sexually assault a girl or essay a girl in the restroom. Whoa, this crazy fuck. That's fucking crazy. Campus supervisor saw Logan leave the restroom and heard a girl crying. Oh, he actually did it. He actually essayed her? Fuck that. The campus supervisor followed Logan as he jumped over the fence to the parking lot and get inside his vehicle, and he was then able to provide a detailed vehicle description and license plate as the suspect drove away. Good job. The vehicle was registered to a business in the city. Okay, the police located Logan there. He was booked into the detention center for suspension of attempted sex acts on a child under the age of 10. Being a registered sex offender on the school grounds will be held without bail. That's good. That's it. Wow, what an asshole. He is
Definitely an asshole.
or not even an asshole. He's like scum of
Oh,
the
it is
earth.
near where I thought it was. Okay.
So what was it?
Okay.
Well,
Well,
what'd you find?
Riverside, California. Well, there's
Okay.
so many Riversides. So I was like, "Is it California?" So, but where
Okay.
it says
It's
where
LA.
the
It's LA.
article's from, yeah.
It is LA. So yeah, that is horrible.
Okay.
It's one of those
It's
things
horrible.
where this person just literally jumped a fence. Like literally jumped a fence, and no one like you can't you don't want to predict this. This is something you don't want to think about, but it just happens. And like anything,
Hope nothing happened to the little girl. That's my only hope.
I think it did. Reading from this article,
I didn't think so. And it did attempt. Didn't sound like anything
didn't.
happened,
That's
but I
good.
don't
Wait,
know.
I'm trying to look again. Didn't I?
It was an attempt.
Campus supervisor saw Logan leave the restroom and heard a girl crying inside.
Might have scared the little girl. I mean,
True.
think about it. You
Actually,
saw a
let
full
me
grown man in there.
let's find out. There might be more to this story.
Yeah.
That's why you go to Reddit to where you get it.
Reddit will give you
Throw
the
away the
shit.
key. That's exactly tied to a rocket chuck. Okay, yeah. We hate people like this. True. No one likes pedophiles. The fuck was that about? Wait.
What?
There's a comment says
Repeat.
the poor man is mentally ill. Lock him up forever.
Okay.
Well, that's all you have for that comment?
Okay. Poor man, lock him away. No, I'm thinking more drastic measures. You know, pour some honey on that guy in the forest, tie him up, let the bugs and bears get to him.
It's one of those things where for sure like pedophiles are like the most hated people in the jail system for sure. Like they keep all the pedophiles together to keep them safe basically. It's an actual thing that happens just cuz
I know.
like they will get assaulted. But
Heard some crazy. As soon as they hear it, like people are like gunning for these people, because there's always, people they hear things. Oh yeah, somebody's coming in. They're a pedo, and well, of course, up by, that has happened so many over the years. I remember growing up, that somebody, a pedo assaulted one of the family members. And the family member was locked up, heard about it, knew the person, and basically killed the shit out of him. Just beat the fuck up. He's just like, I don't care. I'm already in here for, X amount. Just add more to it. I don't care. But this person, if, my family member, I'm going to fuck him up. I've heard so many stories like that. Oh, yeah, I don't blame them. So I don't want that to happen to somebody, but you know who. uh,
Bruh.
was going to talk about. Um, what's that one article? Hold on, see if I can find it.
Okay. Alright, looking.
Cannot seem to find it. What am I looking for? I don't know. I didn't. I thought I had a good article, but it's.
While you
I
look for
thought it was.
that, while you
I
look for
have a. Well, it's an interesting article.
Oh my god. I'm watching the video, sorry. Of the video the next article that I wanna read.
Okay, go ahead. You do that article. I have
Okay.
a feeling of what article I want to talk about. So.
Okay. A woman drove her SUV 60 yards through the second floor of a Boston area mall.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Like I can understand possibly going into a mall, but the second floor?
How the hell she got up on the second floor? That's my question.
Okay. The Massachusetts woman drove her SUV down the mall's second floor corridor, authorities said Thursday, stunning store clerks and shoppers at the South Shore Plaza in suburban Boston. Cell phone video. Thank you for everyone who has cell phones these days, because that's all you gotta do. Anything's happening, just pull out your cell phone and record, right?
Right?
Always do that. Anyway, cell phone videos and photos capture the slow-moving Lincoln MKX driving past baffled onlookers in stores at the mall just before noon. And the news release, the city police department identified the driver as an elderly woman. Oh, poor lady. I hope she didn't run over anyone. It wasn't clear why she drove through the mall 12 miles south of Boston. Are you seeing the photo? Yeah. Wow, that's a big vehicle too. Oh, anyways, the woman drove across the pedestrian bridge from the parking garage. Dude, those are so tight. I'm surprised she was able to. She's very, very good under the door.
Through the automatic double doors? Damn.
What? She then drove 60 yards, a little over half the length of a football field. That's a good boat. Down the second floor main corridor and then release. When I looked up, there was a car like right in the corner of my window. Stacy, a store clerk, told NBC Boston. She came in, took the left, and then somebody finally stopped her. Another woman, Janet, told the station she stopped the SUV and the driver asked, "Do you know how to get out of here?" That's funny. Yeah, no
Oh
one else got
man.
hurt. Okay, so yeah, she was just lost. This poor little old lady was lost.
Oh my god. Well, apparently there was a barrier before those double doors, but there was an accident, so it was not there. So that would have stopped the lady.
Oh, that is funny. I love the comment. This isn't country kitchen buffet. I love that's a good reference. Anyone who understands the reference, good job. Uh,
Oh man.
Here's an
Ah.
interesting comment. Whiskey Wilderness says there should be more requirements for older drivers to maintain their license. As someone who has an 18-year-old cousin who almost died because a 92-year-old was driving and quote didn't notice the light was red. It hits closer to home. My cousin survived but has half his lung and basically his whole left side is made of metal now. The only reason he didn't die on the scene was because an EMT was his kit in his car and was also on the road heading to work and jumped into action.
Oh
An ER nurse was on
Jesus,
the
Mary
morning
Joseph.
jog, also jumped onto action. They managed to get him stabilized long enough for the ambulance to get there. But his life and physical abilities and future are forever altered. This guy who hit him should never been behind the wheel of a car at that age. That's an interesting discussion, actually. Like when
I understand there's some people that we're taking away their independence, and I mean, we are struggling this with the current aunt right now. She's got glaucoma. Glaucoma makes you kind of blind. Oh, can't really see much. Um, she drives like a bat out of hell, basically. She's in a lead foot. What should be like a normal 6 hour drive, a good day, turns into a 4 hour drive. Stops.
damn. So
So, and then you got the uncle who's got one eye gone or no vision in it, and then the other eye is her vision, basically. Yeah. There's so many people that will have to close their eyes when they're in the vehicle with her because they're afraid to die. I love my family, but there are sometimes you got to stop people from driving. No, I understand that it takes away their independence, but you can't do things properly anymore.
If you're not physically able to, true. Again, I know this is an interesting discussion for sure. Like having people do like a test every 4 to 5 years. That wouldn't be too bad, but it would be fucking annoying. I'll be honest. Imagine if we had when we had to renew our licenses, we would
See,
have to take a quick test.
well, I understand if you got up to older age, like 80, 90, maybe starting to do it then, but
70.
some 70-year-olds still driving, they're just as fine.
Then they can still take the test. Come, Liz is just trying to push it so she doesn't have to take the
Open your
test early.
eyes.
Liz is just
I
like
don't want to do it early. Come on. We'll
she's
be
like
retired by the time we get to 70. I don't want my independence taken away from me after I fucking retire.
when I'm 70, I'm gonna be in the metaverse. It doesn't matter if I'm gonna be on the road. I'm gonna be on the digital road. Facebook better be crazy good by then. That's when I'll go back when the metaverse is good. Um,
Yeah, retire at 68. Have to go renew our license at 70. Damn.
yeah, I think by the time we're in our 60s, I think like at this point you don't have to even order shit I mean you don't have to go out shopping anymore. You can just order everything online. Um, and oh my God, you don't even have to drive because there's Ubers and stuff now. Like there's so many now ways to get around things like that.
Oh, I know. I agree with you on that. There's alternatives for people. I mean, I used to, when I did drive for one of those companies, you remember back in, a few years ago, not that long ago.
Pre-pandemic.
Yeah, pre-pandemic, pre uh current hospital job. um, I would I would do that, and that was part of my income. And there was somebody who had they would take a they took their because they were getting an eye exam and nobody was there to take them, so they at least took a assist one of the is up there to get up there. So I think that was smart and good on them. They knew they wouldn't be able to die at home because their eyes would be dilated. Oh.
But yeah, Liz wants people to get their tests when they're 80. I'm for the 70 age.
No, because I'll be 68 when I fucking retire. No way!
70s, 70,
80s.
70.
80s is when it really kind of goes down. Maybe.
Okay,
There's
Liz.
some 90-year-olds I still talk to, and they're like pretty sharp on their tack, dude.
That's what the tests are there for. That's what the tests are there. All right, let's continue.
You gotta come up with a test, mister.
I'll come up with the test.
Ah.
Okay, what's your story?
All right, this one I thought was interesting on so many levels. We talk about this all the time, the race factor and all that jazz, right? Okay,
Yes.
now I can't seem to find it. Where did it go? There it is. All right. Doo-doo-doo. Black couple sues after they say home valuation rises nearly $300,000 when shown by white colleague. A Maryland couple who has sued local real estate appraiser and online mortgage loan provider, alleging that the housing appraisal they received was unfairly low due to their race, a violation of the Fair Housing Act, after a second appraisal returned a result of nearly $300,000 higher.
Oh, there you go.
Nathan and Shani Mott filed uh,
Suit.
suit against 2020 Valuations LLC, its owner Shane Lanham, and LoanDepot.com on a Monday, alleging the defendant's 2020 valuations and its owner discriminated against the plaintiffs by dramatically undervaluing their home as an appraisal. But because of the plaintiff's race and their home's location adjacent to a black census block, notwithstanding that is also located within Homeland, an affluent, mostly white neighborhood, said LoanDepot.com. Discriminate against them by relying on that appraisal is denying their finance loan.
Damn, I gotta remember that moving forward when I'm planning to sell my house because I'm in my home is in a reasonably like very like valuable location, like in wine. I live in wine country, So
Basically.
yeah,
I
so
keep thinking when I'm gonna park my car there and just walk the 3 blocks on the main
dude,
drag.
we got to do a wine tour. Like, there's so many what are they called? Wine tasting locations? What are they
Yeah,
called? I don't know. Anyway,
wine
but
tasting locations essentially because some of them have their wine locations there, but their fields are out a little bit further. So
some of them are literally my backyard. But anyways,
literally,
but yeah, I live in wine country, and the like for sure some of the
I'll be pleasurably happy to sell off your house.
there you
I'm
go.
white.
Like, I think actually my house is estimated to in 5 years to be the property for sure. The house is not worth it, but the property I live on is worth $1 million. So, but you never know. I might get undersold, and I'm like, "Fuck you! My house is worth more." Or my house, actually, my house is not worth that much. The land it's on is worth more. If you want it,
Exactly.
you better get it. So you better give me that
You have a little
million.
garden in the backyard, right? Is it still thriving?
I have no idea. I like ignore a lot of. You haven't been to over here in a while, have you?
Oh, it's been a minute.
Okay, but anyways,
The last time was in April.
oh yeah, for the 420 episode. If anyone wants to go see that, listen to that episode. That was a interesting one. Anyways,
Oh,
going back. Yeah, it kind of sucks. When once again, it's just a racial thing. It's not gonna change, and mostly when it business and it's when selling land, like selling your home, like you're hoping the house you'd be willing to sell, like you're hoping like, okay, I bought it like X amount of years ago, and you're hoping, okay, I'm hoping to get a profit out of it. And when you're undersold $300,000, that's a good chunk of money, honestly.
oh yeah.
That is a chunk of money.
Yeah. So they were talking about a little bit more how they were undervalued about $75,000 before the conservative estimate evaluation. And so what they did, they quote unquote whitewashed their home, according to the lawsuit, including removing photos of their family, the home having a white colleague represent the property to the appraiser, and the suit claimed that the 50,000, more than $250,000 higher than 2012 evaluation's appraisal of 472,000.
Bruh.
So the fact that they had to whitewash a house, that's pretty fucked up. So they're not even where their house is, and the fact that it's a 4 bedroom house, like dude, like that is good.
That is good, yeah, for sure. We've been recently looking at properties. My sister's trying to get her place, and boy, just getting a 3 bedroom is fucking expensive. Oh,
I
we
know.
talked about this. You were looking for a
We
place.
talked about this. I have something for you guys after the our podcast about that one. So tell her to hold off for a second
All
on
right,
that.
good to know.
I
But
don't
yeah.
know where she wants to live, but I have an area that might be of interest. So
Ooh, it's top secret. We'll tell you guys next episode. Liz's secret, like, Oregon knowledge. Anyways, uh, yeah, it's it's frustrating, and it's not gonna end. It's never gonna end. People are just assholes, racists, and yeah, just trying to make a quick buck. They were probably trying to
yeah,
sell it
I'm
low, so
getting.
that like
So now
I'll,
they're gonna be suing and getting some good old bango for their money.
and then they're gonna sell their house even more money. Go.
Yeah, yeah. So
Talking about the housing market, let's talk about this landlord that couldn't evict someone because even though they haven't paid rent for 3 years.
damn.
So here we go. While you pull the article up,
Waiting for it.
96-year-old Brooklyn landlord cannot evict tenant who hasn't paid rent in almost 3 years. That's a tough one. I'll be honest. I can imagine 2 of those years were the pandemic stuff, right? I can only imagine that. That's gonna be hard. But then there's like tenant laws, depending on where it is. Brooklyn, right? So I don't know what that area is, but let's see what this has to say. For months, CBS2 has been reporting on landlords on smaller properties, mom and pop landlords, who say their tenants have not paid rent in years. The problem exacerbates by the pandemic. Oh yeah, that's about right. That's exactly what I said. Cool. Guessed about
Mhm.
right. Natalie spoke with an elderly landlord who still can't evict even though the eviction lifted. Oh, so okay, so it was lifted. Yeah, because everything's kind of back to normal now. It's disrupting my family and everything else. It's a nightmare. We first interviewed Pantano early 2021. The 96-year-old landlord said his tenant has not paid rent since September 2019. That's pre-pandemic, right? Yeah, that's barely entering the pandemic. So they weren't even
Uh,
paying their rent prior. They're like, did they have secret knowledge? Like, something's happening. Something's happening. They were like, conspiracy. I've spent $130,000. I cannot afford to keep this man on this property. Holy shit. That's like a
oh,
Pantano said 80% of his retirement income comes from the two-bedroom condo on Bison Avenue in Brooklyn. He bought back in 1984. There you go. Smart
wow.
investment. I don't want him
Hmm.
there no matter what. I want him out. Yeah, understandable. Filed the eviction the tenant back in 2019, but the court date set for April 2020. But COVID hit and the eviction, or what is it? Or
More at moratorium. I
whatever.
can't
Fuck it. They
pronounce
just
it.
couldn't evict him. Was lifted back in 2022. He is facing another hurdle. What is he facing? The only thing that's holding it up, it seems, is the ERAP. What the fuck is that? It stands for the
ER,
the Emergency Rental Assistance Program, which allows tenants to apply for back rent accumulated during the pandemic, which would go to landlords. So wouldn't the landlords fill this paperwork out then? Okay,
yeah,
that's
but
for
it's a loophole apparently.
okay. At first, the landlords hoped it would help, but housing attorney Andrew Libb says many tenants are using as a loophole. Even if the decision is not made on ERAP, they automatically stops the case. So people on the tenant side are paying all sorts of games to delay. Oh my god, fucking assholes! Once again, people
Hmm.
playing the systems. The house court. There is an approximately 75,000 case currently awaiting decision. Wow, that's a lot of people.
I don't know why he doesn't just sell his place. I mean, he's probably gonna make a fortune on that place right now. It's a condo, right? He could have put that up for sale. Then he has to evict that person. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
But that's his retirement place. That's
I
how.
know, but 96 years old.
Uh, damn, Liz, just trying to kill him off already.
I'm just saying.
True, true.
He would
Okay,
have a nice lump sum from where the house is at. I probably could put him to his hundreds.
yeah,
If he does it right.
you're not wrong. So yeah, it's frustrating when like if I'll be honest, if you can play the system, good on you. But when you're just hurting someone, that's the issue. When you're hurting someone else, if you're doing it for your benefit, to help yourself, not you're able to do it. But if you're hurting someone else in the process, that's when it becomes you become a scumbag basically. You know.
Mhm.
And yeah, you're
Yeah.
hurting this individual like it's not fair. This is one of the reasons I never wanted like I once wanted to get into the property game a few years ago when I was able to, but I'm kind of glad I didn't at this point. Like I would have made some money early on, but pandemic hit, well I would have been fucking screwed. I would have got screwed
I
like
know.
him. Like
And I'm kidding. I bet there's a lot more other people like him that are being screwed.
yeah, like it
So,
says there's 75,000 cases. So
wow, yeah. So I wasn't wrong.
like
So
that, and that's
it just
not
sucks because it's a lot of people.
like
It's their
and
livelihood, and then we're fucking over their livelihoods. So
so yeah,
can't
it's
go back to work. He's 96 years old. Let him enjoy his life.
no, 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 Liz. I gotta stay in this house as long as I can, rent free. Enjoy playing video games all day. Okay,
Yeah.
it's getting towards the end. Let's jump into our. Or is there something else you want to bring up? If
No, I think that was pretty much it. I think there's some good stuff out there. Yeah, yeah. I can't think of anything else that sounds like. I mean, there's a private island in the Caribbean too, so.
more private island, I think we're too we're out of money, Liz. We have, people need to start like subscribing more for our bonus episodes before we can buy a private island. We could host a party for all our subscribers and listeners. Come on, you guys.
Subscribe so we can afford it. Oh God, that's next month. Ugh, I feel like it's gonna be next month before you know it. Ugh.
True. All right, guys, we're gonna don't before we get into our final part. Don't forget to this there's less than 48 hours to sign up for the giveaway. If you're listening to this on audio podcast the day of Monday, you have less than 24 hours. Make sure you sign up. You can always join our Discord. There's other ways to win other small prizes, but that's on Discord. You can always join us on our conversations, things like that there. See movies and different talk shows that we just chat around there. And then and also subscribe on Spotify or Anchor to get bonus episodes. It's only $4.99 a month. And yeah, we have some fun content there too. We put 2 episodes out every week. Or not every week. Fuck, that's so much content. That's too much. Every month. You get 2 bonus episodes a month. This is like, what? I
It's
gotta
only
work more?
250.
Okay.
I
Alright.
work more. We recorded this.
Alright, let's roll the dice and see what we get. Okay, second one.
Second one. All right. Not the number
Ooh,
one
this
again.
is staying with the concept where we've been doing.
Oh God, Lord. Oh no. Oh no. This is trouble in itself. Am I reading this? Am
Sure,
I
you
the
can read
asshole?
this. Mostly
Okay.
since it's more recent for you too.
Okay. Am I the asshole for asking my parents why my wedding gift was significant and smaller than my sister's? Well, it's a good thing they will
Ooh.
never have to worry about me because I'm never getting married and my mom could only afford so much. My husband and I, 28M and 28F, got married recently, and my sister, 31F, and I were discussing the wedding after returning from the honeymoon. We were very fortunate to have grown in a household where my parents made very good money. Were were generous with us and raised my sister and I to be hardworking and not too dependent on that as adults. Sister and I do both well financially, as do her husband, 36M. My husband loves his job, but is not that has a ton of earning potential. He and I met in college, so I've always known this was the plan, and we were very happy with our setup. During my discussion with my sister, she asked me if my husband and I are planning to use the wedding gift money for my parents to do a particular renovation for which we've been saving. But I'm very confused because the gift, while extremely generous and appreciated, wasn't nearly enough to cover that. She told me how much she had been gifted, and it was more than twice than what we had been given, and what I couldn't stop thinking about why I had gotten less. So my sister encouraged me to ask. And during a call with my mom, I couldn't stop myself from asking. Her response was, "It wasn't my business, but since I did, my sister has chosen a partner that can accommodate the lifestyle that she's used to, so they're gifted her accordingly. They also gift me according to the lifestyle I've chosen. We are not entitled to gifts of any size in life, but I still cannot help feeling hurt that my parents feel that my husband and I are less deserving than my sister and her husband based on income. Meanwhile, my parents are angry at both my sister and me for having the discussion and bringing it to them.
Bruh.
Ow.
That's fucking amazing. I love it. I love that.
I want to have this discussion with your sisters.
True, actually, that'd be fun. I wish we could bring them up on really quick. But yeah, we'll make this quick note. We can probably, as a bonus episode, we can do this as a bonus episode.
Maybe.
Let's we'll bring this up again. But yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Like I understand. I understand. Like you probably they got probably cash, right, as a gift, right, instead of an
Maybe
actual
a check, maybe.
something,
Maybe
right?
it's a check, not a check.
Not an
Cash. I
actual.
mean, like rolling around like wads
Yeah,
of
but not
cash.
not an actual like gift. I thought it was like a gift, but it's actually like okay, financial stuff. But it's kind of fucked up to like value someone's relationship, basically their relationship, their lifestyle. It's like you can imagine how if your parents like did that to all your siblings, like pairing. That's the best way you can put it, right? Like
Hmm.
yeah, you get 1,000, you get 2,000. we'll give you 2,400. You get 500. I'm like, what? Like, you would think like just same all around, right?
Hmm.
Simple, easy, but like, where does this come off, right? Like,
Hmm.
like I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I think it's pretty fucked up. I think they should have split evenly down the thing. There's two kids, two, children. Evenly split it down the even side. I mean, irregardless of financial status. I mean, who gives a fuck? You marry that person because it's love, not because it's financial reward and stable relationship. I mean, I feel like this is very similar to what my sister is in a situation with. I mean, she makes good money when she does work, and then he only works, 9 months out of the year, so he that's his income. So I mean, you think about it, it's like, well, they have to help each other, support each other during the times that they do. Who makes more money, who makes less, and they help each other out, and they put it into a funds. I mean, there is funds for this. They were really smart about economically saving and figuring out what goes to what, all that jazz. But you know, there's always going to be hardships with the family.
I like this.
And irregard,
No, go for it. Finish your thing.
it doesn't matter. You marry for love. You don't marry for financial reasons. If that's what you're in for, the money, it's pretty
Here's a good
good
comment.
relationship.
Here's a good comment from Northo, not the asshole. There's a lot of reasons that would have made sense, but been okay. Yeah, there's could be a proper answer, right? Like, oh, we didn't have the money, right? Like, yeah, we're
Mhm.
sorry we can't. But no, including it, we're not in the same financial situation we were in when we gave your sister her wedding gift. Like they say, that's a reasonable answer. Like we were more
Mhm.
well off when your sister got married, so we gave him a little bit more at this point in our lives. We just didn't have it. Like we apologize. That sounds like that would be a very respectable answer. Like okay, thank you for, but to make it about how much you guys make, it's basically a passive aggressive way of saying, quote, you get less because you picked a partner we feel is beneath you, end quote. Like, that's kind of a way to say it, yeah. Like, I'm
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
trying to read any more.
Like I said, I feel like this is a lot of the comments are somewhere like they're basically punishing you, and it shouldn't be about punishment. It's about love, not financial ability.
Or the financial
Because there's
potential
always
of
gonna
your
be some
partner.
financial.
The financial potential of your partner. So, like, you should have found a better partner.
You should have got a better breadwinner.
That's basically it. Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
damn.
And on top of that, her parents got upset with both of them for talking about it. Like they're sisters. They're like they just brought it up one day, and they're like, "Oh, like why be mad?"
No, right?
Like she's
No.
mad at both her daughters. Like, why are you bringing this up? Like it could have been nothing, but I think the mom just exploded even more.
Yeah.
And I think it does sound like it's a more passive aggressive way to do it too. To be honest,
Yeah.
like the more
Wonder
I'm
if the
reading it,
mom really played part in this and not the dad so much, because usually dads just go along for the ride. They're
bro.
like, okay. Because your dad's not involved. It doesn't sound like he's involved with this so much. So, ay, ay, ay.
Trying to see anything else interesting. Nothing more. It's just
Yeah,
repeating. Yeah,
a lot of repeating.
yeah, a
So,
lot of repeating. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Like parents should just like respect, and if they like, if you can't support both, like both kids at the same amount because like your financial reason, that makes sense. But because they weren't in the same financial lifestyle, that's not the right answer. That is not the right answer. That is just
uh,
a fucking F you to
basically, who's favorite? Younger one. Not the oldest one.
Oldest one. The oldest one got the more money.
Oh, okay, the oldest one. Okay.
Yeah, the oldest one.
Yeah, sorry, my
Because
bad.
she got a better husband. That's why.
That's right.
Yeah. So there you go.
Oh Lord.
So you got to remember, don't marry for love, marry for money, people. And then your
Marry for
family will
money.
remember that. You got to marry for. Liz doesn't have to worry at all. So
Nope.
I just got to find someone with a lot of money now. That's the only way to do it. Gotta find someone.
You know who it is.
So anyone out there who makes 6-7 figures, DM me. But yeah,
Partners for life.
there you go. Remember, 6-7 figures only. That's my new standard apparently, because my family won't love me apparently if I can't find a woman who makes less. But yeah, that's it. Everyone, thank you for listening. Make sure you find a partner that makes a lot of money, so you're
So you don't have to be in financial dire straits.
exactly. That's why I gotta
Despite
find
the inflation.
fucking inflation, man. This world's little by little screwing all of us over, isn't it? Anything else you want to say, Liz, before we close this one off?
Please listen. Please subscribe. Please, please, please. And then get your rewards. We'll do a live streaming, maybe. Maybe. Us pulling the rewards.
Yeah, maybe.
Hopefully.
Okay. Don't forget that. Join us on Discord. Don't forget to sign up for the contest. This is the last 48 hours. And yeah, follow us and subscribe to any of our stuff. So
Please.
everyone, thank you for listening or watching it. Until next time. See ya.
Bye.